Alright, hello everyone, this is gshock High Fashion channel. Today will be about the most requested video for over a year already, thrift store. But this is not actually that usual thrift store video that I made before. It's just based on photos. I'm just gonna share about 3-4 of them. I'm gonna have one shelf of G-Shock, another shelf also G-Shock, and the third will be on Baby G. This store or book of Super Bazaar was located in Chiba Prefecture, specifically being Ishikawa City. I'll add a photo of it, a Google map. You can see the train stop as well in this photo, so you're gonna have a rough idea where to go to whenever you're coming to Japan, at least. So anyway, let's get into this video. Here is the single shelf of almost 40 pieces of G-Shock, 5 rows altogether. I think instead of cover every single one of them, I'm just gonna talk about the one that caught my eyes from each row, probably 1 or 2 pieces of G-Shock only, and just skip the rest because I couldn't see them as clear anyway. So the quick run through, scan to give you guys a quick idea on what we're dealing over here. So I'm gonna go with this flow: 1 or top right to the left, and number 2 left to the right, and then right to the left again, and left to the right again, all over until the 5th row. And let's start with the first one over here. From the top right corner, we're gonna have this GRX 5600 Globe by Fit, really rare model though, and the price is 11,000 yen, pretty pricey, even though this model is pretty old and not very popular in the market. Next to it is a Rice Man, and it's a vintage piece in steel colorway. I didn't know much about that 2 model though, so I'm gonna skip on that. Let's go to the next to it is a Square 5500, if I'm not mistaken, a winter white. I can't recall what the name is, but this model was released during G-Shock 25th anniversary, and that's done on the first row. Let's go to the next one, second row from the left. So this is going to be all of very few models, so I'm going to skip that vintage G-Shock over there and proceed with the middle one. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Glorious Gold model released on G-Shock 25th anniversary as well. I'm hoping that this model comes with a box because the price tag is pretty high, like almost higher than the retail actually. Next to it is a Master of G box, and of course for this Frogman triple sunset model, pretty cheap, 78,000 yen though. I hope it is in a great condition. Let's go to the next row. We're gonna have a look at this MS1 Frogman, pretty rare, and since this watch don't have any box, the price over there is pretty high in my opinion. Next to it is the GW3000's Gravity Master, black and blue, and if I'm not mistaken, GW5000 next to it. Looking at the thick display and also the high price tag, so I guess that is the GW5000 over there. Next to it is the Fisherman, I guess, or the Government, I can't recall. It's pretty hard to differentiate between those two, and some are Gravity Master and vintage piece that I barely know about. So let's go to the 4th row. We're gonna have this, if I'm not mistaken, the G-Cool, and next to it is the vintage piece, and next to it is the gray and pink color. I already made a video about this before. Vintage piece, another DWX 1110 model. I believe this is the exact one that I covered before, the wine red colorway or almost brownish. Really need to see that one again, and look at the price, only 3,980 yen. Same with the basic piece next to it in square model, pretty cheap, and next to it as well, also black and blue model, very basic piece and still really cheap. Let's go to the last row. And looking on this side, this one, I'm mistaken, the G7000, I guess. Some of you guys requested me to make a video about this, but not anytime soon though. And just look at the price tag over there, 6,000 yen. It's pretty high in my opinion. If I'm able to grab it, it's far cheaper than that. Probably I'm going to make a video about it for review. And next to it will be 2 G-Shock Mini, similar colorway, but the price differently, probably due to the condition. Next to it is a 5500 of a G-Glide model, and next we're gonna have black and orange, and next to it's gonna have something off about this model though. It looks like it have a camouflage watch face. I can't tell what that model is, but the price tag is pretty cheap, like 5,000 yen. And next to it is a camouflage GDX. I made a video about this before, but probably need to re-upload it with my thoughts and opinion on this piece. Pretty cool looking watch. and pretty nice price tag as well. And we're gonna have like two other vintage pieces next to it, so not gonna talk more about that. And down on this row, let's go down below. You can see that tiny shelf down there, and here is two more rows of G-Shock. This photo over here is a lot more clearer than before, so we're gonna have a better look on this. Let's start with the top right. Of course, we're gonna have a floral 2015 release in black or gray. Next to it is the basic model, probably in the great condition, so that's why the price tag is pretty high. And next to it is a GDX, still January release, but it's all black colorway, probably looking good, so that's why the price tag is pretty high. Next to it is a GA120, if I'm not mistaken. This looks like that though. Pretty cool looking piece, not my favorite, so we're gonna skip on that. DW1600 gold and black sitting next to it, and the code name, I guess, sitting next to it as well, and vintage piece. So let's go down below it. I'm gonna focus on this two model over here at this bottom left corner. You can see that vintage piece, 8,000 yen. It features is very unique nylon watch strap, which I honestly haven't seen before. Look at that, they have this checkered pattern down of it. Very unique compared to most nylon strap. I don't know what that model is though, I cannot read it clearly. However, next to it will be a DW6600 model, looking like a collab model though, but it's pretty hard to tell which and which without a closer look. But I'm guessing that is the Bose collab. I mean Bose headphone brand collab, if I'm not mistaken. I guess I'm right. Probably I'm wrong. But anyway, let's keep on this two vintage piece over here. Very, very rare, by the way. Let's go to the next with steel model. I believe that is the G's. I'll probably be wrong, but here is a rare piece, a Cobelco in green and black. We're gonna have a silver coin in gray colorway, another vintage piece. I'm gonna focus on this Cobelco model. If you guys didn't know, this is the W100. Cobelco is a Japan company that created all this industrial machine. You need to have a look at the whole packaging. The watch is very simple, but the backplate tells the thing about the watch. Is very limited and only been released in Japan. Not very popular model. I like G-Shock, but I'm not a big fan of this company, so it looks very good though. The colorway is very unique, but yes, I'm not a big fan of it. So just in case you are wondering what that model is, that is, it's very rare actually. So next to it, we're gonna be a silver coin release on 30th anniversary. Very rare model, and I believe this guy over here come with the box. I hope so, because the price tag is very cheap though. If you look for this model in your Japan auction brand new, the price for this is like triple. Very, very high for some reason. I don't know why. But that's about it on this piece. If you look at all over again, at the most bottom left corner, we're gonna have that Tommy with that camouflage watch face. Not a big fan, but yeah, that's the model if you are wondering. Alright, that's done on this G-Shock part, and let me show you guys a quick run through on the Baby G section as well. I'm not gonna give a lot of comment because they're just Baby G, although you guys should know that. Look at the price tag, just look at it. Look at how cheap these little fellas are. By the way, all of this was filmed like a week ago, somewhere on 14th of July 2017. By the time you look at this video or anytime in the future, all the contents, the watch that you're seeing sitting on shelf probably be gone already. So don't expect to see same thing at the same store again. You're gonna see something else. You're probably gonna see more rare G-Shock, or whenever you go there, you're probably not gonna find anything at all. Probably most basic things only. Probably gonna be a waste of time. It's just a gamble experience if you're planning to go to this store or any other thrift store actually. So just a quick disclaimer on that. Don't get disappointed. Anyway, that is all it guys. Hope you guys found this video useful, informative and entertaining as well. I have a lot more of this type of contents, so stay tuned for it. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button as well, so you will be notified and you will be the first one to have a look at all this awesome stuff. That is all it guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel, and out.